In May 2009, Mark left the UK on his one-year Australian working holiday trip. By September that year, he had his second working holiday visa assured, allowing him to stay a second year in one of the most beautiful countries in the world. He also had saved enough money to travel the east coast of Australia, enjoying the Australian summer. In this video you'll see how Mark did this, securing his paid working holiday job before he left for Australia. Each year, we speak with hundreds, even thousands of people like you planning their Australian working holiday trip. The three biggest worries we hear from these people are, firstly, is my money going to last? Secondly, will I meet other people when I'm travelling, or will I be on my own? Third, how do I get hold of this second working holiday visa? We get many emails from people in Australia who want to stay a second year but have left it too late to complete the 3 months of horticulture work you need to get your second working holiday visa. In this video, we'll also show you how you can wrap this up in the first months in Australia, no worries. So who is this person speaking to you in this funny accent? I'm John, I run Intern Options in the UK. We've been sending students and working holiday makers like you to Australia for years. Everyone who works for Intern Options have lived or worked in Australia, so we know what we're talking about when it comes to planning your trip around Australia. So back to Mark, and the reason he used Intern Options to plan and start his Australian working holiday in such style. Well, one of our applicants actually said it perfectly. In her first inquiry to Intern Options, Katie from the US said, "I have researched many programs, and yours is very unique in the sense that you can guarantee a job before coming into the country." This is where the Intern Options program sets itself apart from the rest. We can guarantee you a job before you leave. In fact, we can have your job confirmed tomorrow to start June-July this year. You can click on the link below this video and read Mark's feedback. He talks about how his Australian trip almost didn't happen, why he chose Intern Options, and the fun he's having down under. Before I go into how you can secure your guaranteed job and your second working holiday visa in Australia in your first months, what is a working holiday visa and am I eligible? To be eligible for an Australian working holiday visa, it is very simple. You will need to be between the age of 18 and 30 and hold a passport from one of these countries. Back to planning your working holiday trip or gap year around Australia. One of the biggest mistakes we find when talking with Australian working holiday makers is they head straight to Sydney. Don't get me wrong, I've lived in Sydney and it's a great city with lots to do. But it is a very expensive place to start your trip, and because everyone goes to Sydney, it's not always the easiest to find a paid job there. All of the work you'll do in Sydney or any other major city in Australia will not be eligible for your second working holiday visa. This is something many people don't know when they're planning their Australian working holiday trip, so I hope you're taking notes here. Intern Options have designed our program so when you arrive in Australia in winter, which is June or July, you get 3 months of guaranteed paid work so you can save some good money, and this work qualifies you for your second Australian working holiday visa after completing 3 months. Before you arrive in Australia, you'll have your job and wage set, accommodation organised for you, and arrival instructions emailed. When you're in Australia, you will have an area manager assigned to you. If you have any problems with your work, this is the person that will sort it out for you. More importantly, you'll be paid weekly, and we have placed people into these employers before. We know that they pay fairly and on time. Along with your guaranteed job and financially secure start to your Australian working holiday, we also help you every step of the way by organising you an Australian bank account before you go, a guidebook for Australia, VIP travel card giving you discounts on accommodation and travel, Australian SIM card so you can start communicating as soon as you land, and advice on flights, insurance, visa and arrival into Australia. In 2010, we have filled over half the places on the program. Actually, out of the 80 positions available 3 months ago, we only have 20 places left. The program places are allocated on a first-come, first-served basis, so when the last remaining 20 places are gone, we will close the 2010 program. We estimate this to be in April. Remember back to the 3 biggest worries you have when organising your Australian trip? Well, let's answer these. Number 1 was, will my money last? Well, you'll be paid 18 Australian dollars per hour. For more information on how this is calculated, please see our website. At 18 Australian dollars per hour, this is equivalent to around 10 UK pounds, 11 euros or 15 US dollars per hour. So this is a very good wage, and we guarantee you between 38 and 58 hours per week. Second question was, will I meet people? Below this video, you can click on the confirmed applicants list. This will go through to this page. On there you'll see the great bunch of people we already have confirmed onto the 2010 program. On the page you'll see a profile of each person, what country they're from, a paragraph about their travel plans, and their photo. So where will you be working in Australia? We have 3 locations across Australia that you could start work this June or July. One of these locations is already full, so the last 20 positions are available in Narra Court, which is in South Australia, halfway between Melbourne and Adelaide. We have 5 places left on this location. The last location is our most popular due to a better climate, the fact that there is around 10 excellent surf beaches on your doorstep. The town is the largest and has the most stuff like supermarkets, cafes, restaurants, internet cafe, hostels. We will place 50 people total into this location, and we have 15 places left in Margaret River to start on the 1st of July. You will be working on a vineyard in both of these locations, and the work you'll be doing is pruning vines. There is no experience necessary for this program, and all training will be given to you in your first week on the vineyard. You're probably wondering how much this is going to cost you, and it is much less than you think. The total cost of the program is £399. This includes a guaranteed job confirmed 24 hours after applying, and all of the benefits we've discussed in this video and that are listed on our website. To apply for your paid Australian working holiday job to start this June or July, click on the link below the video that says pre-registration form. This will pop up into a Word document, and you can type directly into the form and email it through to info@internoptions.com. It's that simple. From there, we will get back to you with an approval email in under 24 hours. This email will have all the instructions on how to finalize your application and secure your guaranteed job in the next 48 hours. If you've always wanted to travel to Australia, but you've been worried about how to fund your trip, you didn't want to do it yourself, or you were worried about running out of money, this is your chance to do it June or July with the Intern Options group. There will be 80 people from the UK, USA, Canada, Europe, Hong Kong, and many other countries heading out to start work, earn some money, and have fun in Australia. To secure one of the remaining 20 places, click on the link below this video that says pre-registration form. This will pop up into a Word document, and you can type directly into this form and email it through to info@internoptions.com to secure your place. We hope you all get the chance to travel to Australia, and more importantly, that you plan it the best way possible, the Intern Options way.